Thank you for sharing that horrific testimony, Sadie. Finally, we will hear the closing arguments from an expert witness joining us today. Evelyn from Organized Communities Against Deportation, please come up and take a stand.
We are here today to ensure justice takes place, because this case does not have to do with how quantifiably afraid a group of agents of armed individuals were in front of a 16-year-old boy. It does not have to do with whether they felt justified in throwing tear gas into an elderly couple's home. It does not have to do whether handcuffing someone to a vehicle for 8 hours was warranted. This case is about how ICE and its agents have a deeper motive to tear at our communities and their intention to be unlawfully hostile, whether they're allowed to use tear gas or not. Our community members have been made to vanish from the corners of bus stops. They have been made to crash as ICE chase them. They've had their children held at gunpoint.
Shame!
Shame!
Neighborhoods have been attacked. Primary breadwinners have been sent to detention centers, and children have been left without parents. We have heard the stories how their actions have landed heavily on our bodies. These agents have slammed, shot, kicked, beaten, abused, and haunted our streets. They have hospitalized us and blocked us from access to family and legal services as they wait until we're physically well enough to survive being put into cages. They have murdered fathers and have tried to murder our sisters. So today, we the people charge unlawful assault on the part of Bovino and his agents. Bovino and his men felt they could get away with it. They thought it would be easy. They thought they could round up our people and that our communities would be terrorized into silence. They thought they could catch us unprepared, and to their great embarrassment, we were not. We have been ahead of them the whole time. I struggled to pierce the shield of a well-informed community. Bovino and his agents felt at a loss when they had seen our streets and our trains and our buses covered in the slogan, "Fuck ICE." And now, 2 months into Operation Midway Blitz, we are stronger than when we began, because wherever ICE shows up, we show up too. Chicagoland knows this, and so they called a hotline, and in turn, we inform the community. Together, we keep us safe. The most important piece of our work involves the stories that will never reach the news, because the preventative work that our community does is making sure that our friends and our families are safe. ICE's escalation represents a reaction to our resistance. Their cruelty, like their cowardice, knows no bounds. We the people will continue to grow in our power, because while we stand out here, ICE agents continue to hide behind masks like cowards, and Bovino fails to show up to court. The people of Illinois stand here, arm in arm, against everything this attack represents. We declare without a shadow of a doubt of Craig Bovino and his henchmen being guilty of harm, being guilty of murder, being guilty of tearing the beautiful fabric that holds our communities together. ICE will not win, because our collective resistance will withstand anything that comes at us for as long as they are here. Because I believe that we will win.
Thank you to our witnesses who have joined us and bravely testified before this body today. Commander-at-Large of the U.S. Border Patrol, Greg Bovino, was brought forward to this community tribunal. Based on today's witness accounts, he faces several accounts of unlawful abduction, being a pathological liar, racial profiling, disregarding court orders and our legal system as a whole, destruction of property, including car windows, assault on Illinois residents, including children, assault on the U.S. Constitution, including the First and Fourth Amendments, conspiracy to commit bodily harm that has resulted in the death of a father and the serious injury and hospitalization to numerous others throughout Illinois. Domestic terrorism through the deployment of chemical agents in our communities intended to inflict severe pain and cause difficulty breathing, the firing of pepper bullets upon community members, including headshot to clergy, and numerous unknown acts of aggression upon the people of the state of Illinois. Now I will ask the community to share their verdict on these charges following my instructions, please. I will count to 3. If you believe he is innocent, say he is innocent on all counts. If you believe he is guilty, say guilty as charged. 1, 2,